Hello again, everybody. It's Takedown. Scott Casper with you. We continue our coverage. The announcement has gone out from the NWCA that Logan Stieber, Logie Bear, three-time NCAA champ for The Ohio State, will be taking out Edinburgh's Mitchell Port at 141. The date, one for destiny. You got to be there. It'll be November 1st at the Palestra in Philadelphia at the University of Pennsylvania. Here to talk about that date is Logan Stieber. Logan, how are you?
I'm pretty good, Scott. How are you?
I'm good, bud. First of all, congratulations on your the payout, if you will, of the years of hard work. Three NCAA titles.
Yeah, thank you very much. A lot of work.
A lot of yeah. I mean, it's like going to the bank and putting in the old days, going to the bank, putting money in, and getting interest.
Yeah.
You don't get interest anymore. If you do, it ain't much.
Yeah.
But you have absolutely made your career pay off, and an invitation like this is obviously something they extend out to people who do well. Were you surprised when you got the invite?
Um, I don't know if I'd say surprised, but I was honored. It's always great to be invited to a great event. So, I thought that I would have a good chance of getting invited since I was there last year. But it's always nice to get the invite, and I'm excited. It should be a great event, like it has been.
When was the last time you faced Mitchell Port?
Our senior year in high school, at the Dapper Dan tournament.
Okay.
Dapper Dan event, I guess.
And from my understanding is you won that.
Yes.
Okay. And obviously you two are different wrestlers today than you were then, your senior year in high school some 4.5, 5 years ago. Do you have any plans going into this? Are you watching any film, or are you just going to be Logan Stieber and going and do what you do?
I'll watch. I'll watch some film. My coaches and I will look at things, and we'll figure out some of the things that I need to watch out for. But for the most part, usually I try to go out there and work my attacks and try to do what I do best. So we'll see.
You're a three-time Big Ten champion. I mentioned your national championships as well. Is it easy to sit in that spot and become complacent? Do you have to guard against that?
I think it can be easy. For me, I think I have the best coach in the country. I have amazing workout partners. So if I get complacent for one day, you have Hunter, you have Reese, Jay. We have a bunch of guys on our team. Bo, Micah, that will put me back down real fast. So if I get complacent, they're on me. So it's I've done a great job of not being complacent. And if I ever doze off for 1 second, my teammates are on me, and that's the great thing about having a great team and great teammates, that I'm always getting pushed.
You mentioned coach. Well, obviously you've got Tom Ryan, but Lou Roselli comes to mind when I hear the words great and coach put together. What kind of an effect has Lou Roselli had on your wrestling style?
He's adapted. What he does really well is he knows about everything. So he didn't try to make me wrestle his style. He knew my style, and he's adapted, and he's taught me so many tricks and different things that I do. So I haven't had to veer off anything that I do. He's just taught me a bunch of little things, and it's been amazing. He's a great motivator, amazing coach, and I don't think I'd be where I am today without him.
Last year you faced, who was it, Kendrick Maple?
Yes.
Okay, that was 149 bout, and it took place November 2nd. I'm trying to think who you faced before that.
No, no one. That
Oh,
was my first year
that
last
was your first year. Okay, maybe that's why I couldn't find it.
year. Yeah.
So obviously the event itself is in a different place this year. Have you wrestled in the Palestra before?
No, I have not. I'm excited. It's a pretty cool place, I've heard. So
Well, I mean, it literally means House of Wrestling, and what better place to hold an event like this than in the House of Wrestling? Yes or no?
yeah, yeah. No, I'm excited about it.
You guys are also hosting the Big Tens this year.
Hmm.
Um, And I think that perhaps, I don't know if they did it intentionally to tribute you and your career, but I got to believe that's kind of special for you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And actually, I think I was a freshman, I looked at the last time I did it, and I was like, it's gonna be close. I knew we were in the midst of adding teams, so I didn't know how that would work in rotation. But I was like, I might have a chance to have Big Tens at home before I graduate. And as luck turns out, it's my senior year. So should be a great event. It should be a lot of people. I'm excited.
What building will they hold the Big Tens in?
I think they'll have it at St. John Arena.
St. John Arena.
But probably because of the basketball, and we'll see. But probably St. John. St. John would be good because I think it'll be really packed. I think it'll be almost filled out to 12, anywhere from to 15,000 people. So it's a nice arena. It's nice and small and compact, like on you. So it'd be good.
Yeah. Tell me this, from your perspective, being an elite athlete as you are, is the Big Tens harder than the NCAA's, or the NCAA's harder than the Big Tens?
I think that a lot of that happens like in the bracket. So sometimes I guess the brackets are a little bit tougher each one. I mean, the Big Tens is just like right away you have a guy who's ranked probably top 8 and is probably gonna be an All-American. So it's tough. They're both extremely tough. I've had a lot of really good matches in both places, so I can't really say which one's tougher. I mean, I think the level of competition is like really, really condensed. So everyone at the Big Tens, it's like right up there. But at nationals, you see it all the time where the top seed or top couple seeds go down the first round. So it's really hard. It's both of them are tough. So it's hard to say which one's tougher.
If you look back at your career that you've enjoyed so far, you're one of the more dominant individuals to ever wrestle in the weight. I'm not exactly sure where that comes from, but it's been a fun career to watch. This is that senior year, and I know your brother's there with you as well. But are you enjoying your senior year?
Yeah, I'm loving it right now. It's been great. Our team this year, there's a lot of leaders on the team, and it's pretty inspiring. Seeing guys like Snyder and Bo and Nathan, working hard and doing extra work and being before practice and after practice and pushing me on all the runs and lifts and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to have 18-year-olds inspiring me to be better.
Yeah, I like that too. I do. What about the girls? I got to believe 3-time NCAA champ. The girls look at you a little differently, huh?
I don't know. They if I was maybe a football player, basketball player, I'd get recognized a little bit more. But I'm starting to get noticed a little bit more on campus, so it's cool.
It's still cool to be a Buckeye, isn't it? I mean,
it's always good to be a Buckeye.
It's good to be a Buckeye. I'm looking forward to watching you wrestle, man. Mitchell Port is no one you want to take lightly. I'm sure he is planning to do his best to beat you. It'll be a tremendous battle at the Plester November 1st at the University of Pennsylvania. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Do you know who will be coming with you as far as the coach goes?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing probably Coach Roselli. Last year was Coach Roselli and Coach Ryan, so it'll be either those two or Coach Jaggers and Coach Roselli. I'm guessing. So either way, I'll have two guys.
Well, if it was Jaggers, you have perhaps the best dressed coach in the business.
Oh yeah, he's always best dressed.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. For sure.
Like he just got off a plane from Europe every single time I see him. Come on.
Yeah, well, you look good. You look good. You feel good.
Is that what it's about?
You coach well. You wrestle well. Yeah, so it's all about that.
All right. So what's left for you today? What do you have? You have practice this afternoon? Do you have any classes?
Yeah, I said practice this afternoon. I don't have classes on Tuesday and Thursdays, so it's a nice schedule this semester. And like I said, I'm almost done with school, so it makes things a little bit easier.
Is practice a good release for you? Is that something you look forward to?
Oh yeah, especially on like today we can wrestle and stuff. So since we haven't really started the official practices and stuff, we only can have a couple of days of skill. So these are the best days. So running and lifting and that stuff is really good for you. But I love to wrestle, so it's these are the best days. So
I think that describes my entire collegiate experience. A couple days of skill. That was about it. In college, I'd run 8 miles a day. I actually ran. My dad is sitting here watching this, and I ran indoors. Loved to run indoors at the field house in Iowa City, and just absolutely look forward to those runs because it was a great release. Is practice a release for you mentally? Just let everything else go.
Yeah, it's good. I try not to be ever stressed about anything, and I'm usually pretty like low key, down to earth. So I try to be relaxed all the time. But wrestling is definitely something where I can kind of escape and just live in my own world.
It is your own world, and we all get to enjoy it. Logan Stieber, always good to talk to you, man. I'll look forward to seeing you in Philly.
Awesome. Yeah, you too. Thank you very much.
Sure appreciate the time. One of the fun kids out there. When you get on that mat, you ignite the place, and I love it. Logan Stieber, three-time NCAA champ. He'll be competing in this year's NWCA All-Star Classic, presented in part by our friends at the Wrestlers in Business Network, Philadelphia chapter. I'm Scott Casper. Thanks for watching.